Hey, it's John Brightman. You're watching Down the Road Show.
Thanks for checking back in with Down the Road Show. I'm here with John Brightman. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Doing good. It's been a fun weekend. How you enjoying C4?
Amazing, amazing. It's been fun. There's great people. You see all the people that are here, and it's been fun. I've enjoyed it.
Communities just opened up their arms, and
they have.
It's been a lot of fun.
Great turnout for a first-time con. I'm enjoying it a lot.
First-time con, exactly. Now you do plenty of cons.
Yes, I'm all over the place. And
what is it you love about going to Comic-Cons and meeting the fans, especially as someone who deals with the paranormal activities out there?
It's, meeting the fans, getting to talk to them, spend time with them, hear some of their personal experiences and stories. Yesterday during the lecture, it actually turned into more of a panel where they were telling us our stories. Me and Ashley from Ghost Hunters was here, and they were literally sitting there telling us stories, their personal stuff, what's happened to them, and it was cool to hear things like that, because a lot of times we're the ones telling the stories.
Right.
And, it's nice that they actually interacted and told us their side of what they had.
Of all the people out there that know we're not alone in this physical plane.
Yep.
Now, you got any weird stories you want to share on camera that you haven't shared before? Anything following you home? I mean,
it's actually funny. I found out last night that the where we had the after party, that it's haunted. And yes,
at the bar we were at last night, drinking at.
So one of my friends that lives here is a medium, and we're outside where we were, and she keeps looking upstairs at the second floor, and I'm like, what are you looking at? She's like, there's a little kid up there. And I'm like, no, really, what are you looking at? She says, I'm telling you, there's a little kid up there. So we walked up and we went up the stairs up to the second floor, and this room was all shut off, door there, and you couldn't go in. All of a sudden, her eyes rolled back in her head, and she started scribing a name on the door with her finger. And I'm like, Steph, are you okay? And she's like, not answering me. And then all of a sudden, the door just bang, 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 like somebody was on the inside. The security came around, and we asked him, who's inside this room? Nobody. That's the manager's office. It's locked. He's not here. And I said, no, really. Somebody was just banging on the door. He ended up unlocking it and looking, and there was nobody in the room, and three of us were right there when the door was banging hard as it could be, back and forth.
I can't believe I missed that.
Yes, it was wild. It was wild.
Wow.
So.
That's amazing. Let's talk about your movie.
Yes.
Yes, you get to play a killer.
Yes.
A cannibalistic killer.
Yes. It's sick. It should be coming out hopefully the end of February. It's great, great film. Working title still, we don't know what the name of it will be, so it's tough to say what it'll be to look for, but you can follow it on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, you'll be able to see it. But it's a very sick and twisted movie that's kind of based on the book that I wrote. So.
And what's your personal website so people can find your Facebook and your Twitter and all the information about the movie coming out?
It's neparanormalresearch.com, and you can also find me on Facebook just under John Brightman.
Excellent, excellent. And tell me what it was like to play a killer, because he's such a super nice guy. I had so much fun talking to him all night at the bar last night.
It's weird because you gotta, even though I had no lines in it, because that's what it's supposed to be, I'm behind the mask and the gauze and everything, and I'm sitting there and these girls are literally trusting me, because some of the scenes that we did were kind of dangerous scenes where I had people underwater wrapped and they were choking and legitimately choking, and every once in a while I get a tap from a girl, or one of them I've got her pinned to a tree, and as I'm holding her up there getting ready to cut her, she's got a big old smile across her face, and the director's like, cut,
You're not supposed to be having fun when you're dying on film, ladies.
Yeah, so it was fun. It was fun.
Anything new coming out though?
Starting September 20th, I'll be appearing on a few episodes of Ghost Adventures.
Sweet.
So make sure you guys check it out.
Love Ghost Adventures, love those guys.
The first episode is actually going to be a pretty crazy episode, because I get scratched during it, and some other things happen that coincide with the scratches that you guys will see on the show.
Right, which we're not going to give away to you guys,
yes.
But I already heard the details myself, and I'll be tuning in to watch. It sounds pretty hairy, interesting.
Yeah, it definitely was. It made me think twice, because I've been doing it 10 years, and I've always had the, little touch on the arm or the hair stand up, but nothing ever physically touched me.
Right.
And this time, aggressively. And this is the first time in 10 years it did. And I literally had to stop and go sit down for a while and think about what happened.
Wow.
Yep.
That's intense. And then
So-
your book, real quick. You're writing a sequel to your first book. Let's talk about the first book.
Yes, first book is called Dark Gift. It's basically about a serial killer that lives in the woods in the Freetown State Forest, and we help try and figure out who he is, solve the situation of him killing people, and now we kind of made a twist at the end and let it to come to my house now. So yeah, and then we're going to explain all about my house and how it's haunted and what goes on and how my stepdaughter in the book gets attacked by things, and it's pretty interesting.
And is there a little bit of fiction in there? And it's
No.
mostly it's all
Truth about
So
what
it's
goes
not-
on at my house.
It's not the truth. We've turned it into a fictional story.
This is the
it.
truth. Yes, this story is the truth about my stepdaughter being dragged out of bed, my girlfriend being choked, my stepdaughter having vivid, violent dreams of being reincarnated and burned, like girls are chasing her in her dreams. So yeah, it's pretty crazy what's going on over the past 5-6 years.
So if you're into all that paranormal stuff, like I am, go check out his book. Check out his website one more time,
Paranormalresearch.com.
There we go. Check it out right there, paranormalresearch.com. John Brightman, one hell of a nice guy. You catch him at a Comic-Con, go by his booth, get some signed autographs, and have a chat with him. He's a hell of a lot of fun to talk to. Thanks for being on Down the Road Show.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all later. Peace.